Alfred Mbega Bega sworn in as new Speaker, Benue State House of Assembly. Six-day trade mission. Chinese investors arrive Nigeria to unlock opportunities. Disability advocates mobilize 70 billion naira to build farm cities across 6 geopolitical zones for empowerment.
As a commission, we will grant full participation to this and similar efforts.
Hello and welcome to the news desk at 11 on NTN News 24, reaching you live from Abuja, Nigeria's capital. My name is Justin Bemuni. The member representing Makurdi North State Constituency, Alfred Mbega Bega, has been sworn in as the new Speaker of the Benue State House of Assembly following the resignation of former Speaker Ondona Dajo. The Speaker, who presided after taking oath of office, said transparency and teamwork will be his guiding principles and sued for their support and cooperation. Assembly correspondent Grace Ichekba reports.
Emergency sitting commenced with the recall of 4 members of the Assembly who were suspended on Friday, 22nd August 2025. Thereafter, the House proceeded with the reading of the resignation letter submitted to the House by the former Speaker and member representing Boko East constituency, Ondona Dajo.
I write to resign my position as the Speaker, Benue State House of Assembly, effective today. This is done in good faith and in the best interest of the state.
Members in their contributions commended the leadership qualities of Mr. Ondona Dajo, describing him as a team player and humble personality.
Miss him, we miss his time, but the good thing is that we are consoled because he's still with us. He's still with us, he's with us. He will continue to advise us, he will continue to guide us, and continue to be with us.
The House proceeded to the nomination of a new Speaker, and unanimously, Mr. Alfred Mbega, representing Makurdi North constituency, emerged.
That I will devote myself to the service, to the good people of Benue State.
Good people of Benue State.
So help me God.
So help me God.
The new Speaker, Mr. Alfred Mbega, assured members of inclusive leadership and fairness in carrying out his constitutional duties.
The House, under my watch, will work harmoniously with the executive and judiciary while maintaining our independence.
The House adjourned sitting to Tuesday, 26 August 2025 for plenary. In Makurdi, Grace Anyalewa, Ichekba, NTN News.
Now, ahead of a 6-day trade mission, Nigerian businessmen based in European countries have received Chinese investors upon their arrival in Nigeria to deepen relations and unlock opportunities across sectors for industrial growth and shared prosperity. Tope Alabi reports.
These Chinese businessmen, drawn from different sectors, are visiting Nigeria for the first time, and their mission is to strengthen bilateral investment and unlock trade opportunities with the promise of a future defined by innovation. Nigeria's economic hub is widely recognized as the epicenter of African science, technology and entrepreneurship, home to a thriving ecosystem of fintech leaders, e-commerce pioneers and digital innovators.
We want to develop our nation. We don't have a choice. We are building a nation based on industrial power and industrial strength. And we are bringing in partners that are capable of helping us to develop our country, to grow our economy, create jobs, and complement the President's efforts in building this great country again.
With Nigeria being the gateway to West Africa's 400 million strong market, there are expectations that Chinese companies will be looking forward to invest in renewable energy, agro-processing, digital infrastructure, robotics, and artificial intelligence, paving way for inclusive prosperity.
Yeah, this is my first time in Nigeria. It's such a great pleasure, and we are looking for market opportunities for Chinese investment and for Chinese business to expand in Nigeria, also to expand in Africa via Nigeria, this gateway for Chinese investment and business to have a better growth in this new emerging continent.
While in Nigeria, the Chinese team will visit the World Trade Center and hold strategic dialogue with the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, as well as communications, innovation and digital economy.
We are looking at collaborating with minimum of 12 Chinese companies to invest in different sectors of the economy, in infrastructure, in agriculture, in tech, in manufacturing, and so much more.
The Nigeria-China Trade Mission 2025 represents more than a commercial exchange, but an invitation to build a sustainable, technology-driven and inclusive economic future. In Abuja, Tokwe Alabi, NTA News.
Now, the Nigeria Police Force has repatriated a high-profile Chinese fugitive, Dai Shisheng, in a landmark operation executed through the Interpol National Central Bureau, NCB, Abuja. A statement by the force notes that the successful repatriation carried out in collaboration with Interpol, NCB, Beijing, and the Embassy of the People's Republic of China in Nigeria underscores the force's unwavering commitment to tackling transnational organized crime. Qisheng, a notorious gang leader wanted in China for orchestrating violent organized crimes, fled his country in 2024 to evade arrest by the Public Security Bureau of Zhejiang County. He was tracked and apprehended in Abuja on 8th August 2025 and repatriated to Beijing on 15th August under the framework of police-to-police cooperation coordinated by Interpol. The Inspector General of Police, Olukayode Egbetokun, describes the operation as a strong message to global crime networks that Nigeria does not serve as a hiding place for fugitives. And the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has made major breakthroughs in its nationwide war against illicit drugs, arresting a widow who attempted to traffic cocaine using a fake pregnancy disguise. In a week-long operation spanning multiple states, NDLEA operatives also intercepted 75,000 kilograms of cannabis, seized hundreds of thousands of opioid pills, and dismantled large-scale drug farms in Delta, Ondo, Edo, and Taraba. Here are the details.
National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) has arrested a 50-year-old widow, Ifeoma Henrietta Ezewike, for attempting to traffic 1.3 kg of cocaine using a fake pregnancy disguise. The fashion designer was nabbed at a Lagos bus terminal en route to Abuja, with a follow-up search of her residence uncovering drug-cutting agents. She confessed to inheriting the illicit trade from her late husband. In Lagos, operatives intercepted 90 parcels of loud cannabis hidden in kitchen sinks at a courier firm. In Abuja, 2 dispatch riders were busted distributing pentazocine injections and skunk. Meanwhile, NDLEA agents in Adamawa raided the home of a wanted drug kingpin, recovering over 350,000 pills of tramadol and arresting his associates. Massive seizures continued across several states. In Kano, multiple arrests were made and over 450,000 pills of opioids recovered, including pregabalin, tramadol, and codeine syrup. In Kogi, a woman was caught trafficking opioids across the river Niger, while large quantities of cannabis were intercepted in Kwara and Ekiti states, with several suspects in custody. In forest operations, NDLEA teams, sometimes backed by military support, destroyed vast cannabis farms in Delta, Ondo, Taraba, and Edo states, wiping out over 75,000 kg of skunk hidden across plantations and warehouses. NDLEA Chairman Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa commended officers nationwide for their diligence and urged them to sustain their balanced drug control efforts.
To be more sunshine for the community of persons with disabilities, as disability advocates are deliberating in their response to inclusivity and empowerment for persons with disabilities in Nigeria. Gufanshaji Ogwanyi reports that this time around 70 billion naira is being mobilized to build farm cities across the 6 geopolitical zones to encourage PWDs in entrepreneurial skills.
Joshua Omale is a wheelchair user who sits at the gates of the Federal Secretariat, Abuja. As a person with disability, he says navigating through daily living is quite challenging.
Sometimes you want to get a vehicle. It's not everyone that will carry you on his vehicle because he's looking at how can I carry this man. A lot of our people on the street who come out so that they can give them, provide what they need from them. It's not money. Everything is not money. Teach them what to do, teach them some scheme, give them something that they can do to come out from the street.
However, the community of persons with disabilities might be heaving a sigh of relief as the Peace for Humanity Foundation presents a 70 billion naira mobilization fund initiative to the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities.
We are here for your collaboration to mobilize 70 billion naira funds for the establishment of persons with disability farm cities in the 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria. We are targeting persons with disabilities because persons with disabilities have enormous talent and economic potentials in them that need to be included at all spheres of national development.
If they have things doing, if they are farming, cultivating and producing their own food, I bet you that 70% of these beggars will be off the streets.
As a commission, we will grant full participation to this and similar efforts that aim at empowering our community.
With this firm commitment, the likes of Omale and the community of persons with disabilities will be able to cater for their financial needs and will no longer have to survive off handouts. In Abuja, Gufanshaji Ogwanyi, NTA News.
The Nigeria Communications Satellite has engaged telecom, ICT, broadcasting and tech experts on how best to create a partnership model. This was at the relaunch of the satellite distributor and reseller partner program in Lagos. Larry Bele reports.
The unveiling of NigeComSat by the Nigerian Communications Satellite as a commercial version, which has high-compact co-creation opportunities, has now positioned the company as a modern digital infrastructure powerhouse for gathering strategic feedback from market leaders in telephone, broadcast and internet service.
We recognize the fact that to deliver our mandate as a government entity providing satellite services that wants to be the preferred satellite service provider in Nigeria and in Africa, we cannot do it alone. The best way to reach our mandate at scale is to do it together with partners.
Discussion amongst these satellite service providers centered around partnering with NigeComSat, reselling NigeComSat, easy or hard, pricing and incentives that will work for business, and the support system needed as a partner.
We want a business model that not just reflects something indigenous, but something that is private driven, just like they currently are.
It can work. I mean, we've seen the Nigerian LNG work, and it is purely a Nigerian company, but it's being run by the private JV partners. And I think that's what they need. They need to bring in partners to help them run it efficiently.
NIGECOMSAT is a Nigerian company created in 2006 under the supervision of Federal Government Ministry of Communication and Digital Economy to improve access to nationwide satellite coverage, powering government and enterprise sector in emerging markets, and cross-sector application in education, health, fintech, and rural commerce. In Lagos, Larry Bilayi, NTA News.
You're watching the news desk at 11 on NTA News 24. We take a break. More stories when we return. Don't go away.
Feel the power of precision, engineered to perfection. Every component is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blending performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.
Now, chairman of MSM Group, a Nigerian conglomerate active in oil and gas, fertilizers and agriculture, MSM Group, Mwazam Miramwani, has denied allegations of financial impropriety by a pressure group, the Oduduwa Transparency Network. Miramwani, at a press conference in Abuja on Sunday, said it had filed complaints to the relevant authorities and is cooperating with ongoing investigations, describing the allegations against MSM as baseless and an orchestrated attempt to tarnish the reputation of a company built on transparency and excellence. MSM Group chairman noted the presidential backing was emboldened or has emboldened its conglomerate to expand and attract fresh investment, leading to the discovery of oil reserves valued at about $15 billion in one asset alone.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu came into power, and I approached him and asked his support to MSM Group on how we can enhance Nigeria's production by 1 million barrels additional to what NNPC is producing. We have gotten the approval from Mr. President, and I'm glad to tell you that we haven't let Mr. President down, because in one of the assets the NNPC handed over to us, they gave us that asset with a reserve of 118 million barrels. 118 million barrels. But in less than 6 months of our commitment to that asset, we went back to them and told them that we have found additional 126 million barrels for them. So the total of that asset now is no more 118 million barrels, it's 244 million barrels.
Miramwani thanked Nigerians and international partners for their support, assuring that the conglomerate would continue to contribute to national development, job creation and improved livelihoods, as allegations will not distract the group from delivering excellence across its business operations. As part of federal government's efforts towards achieving food security in Nigeria, its partnership with AIDS Care Education and Training Society in Nigeria are training more than 100 smallholder farmers towards addressing climate change, prevent land degradation and improve crop production and animal husbandry in Agbada and Olofu communities in Dekina local government area of Kogi State. Ayodele Ibigbemi reports that the project is supported by the United Nations Development Program, Small Grant Program, and Global Environment Facility, GEF.
The training of over 100 smallholder farmers on improved crop production and animal husbandry by AIDS Care Education and Training Society, ASET Nigeria, is to improve food security through climate-smart agriculture and promote environmental sustainability in vulnerable communities. Flagging off the training, Dr. Matthew Habila of the Small Grant Program, representing the United Nations Development Program and the Global Environment Facility at the training, urges participants to utilize the opportunity as they are committed to providing both technical and financial support for community-based innovations and empowerment.
The goal is actually to see how the communities at grassroots level practice what they have learned, train others, and see how they can do it sustainably.
Executive Director ASET Nigeria, Sunday Akagu Musa, explained that the training is targeted at increasing knowledge sharing and community resilience, as well as increased farm yield and household income in community.
Farming can go beyond subsistence farming to taking farming as a business.
Get into commercial farming where it can bring a lot of income.
These people have told us a lot of things that we need to do in order to increase our productivity.
At Olofo community in the Kina local government area, the representative of the Federal Ministry of Environment, Zachary Naibi Suleiman, and ASET Nigeria team enlighten and train the people on how to take advantage of the environment.
The training is part of federal government commitment, particularly Federal Ministry of Environment, to build communities against climate change.
The 9-month project from June 2025 to February 2026 is also expected to conduct research on cashew value chain development and establish 2 climate-smart agricultural learning centers, among other impacts to the rural communities. Ayodele Ibigbemi, NTA News.
Now, the 2025 Nigerian Humanitarian Awards and Summit has recognized outstanding Nigerians and institutions driving change in healthcare, education, child advocacy, and community development. It celebrated humanitarian excellence under the theme Building Bridges of Hope, Transforming Lives with Compassion and Innovation. The program brought together policymakers, non-profits, development experts, and grassroots leaders to share ideas and celebrate humanitarian achievements. Awards and recognitions were presented to individuals and organizations making significant impact in supporting vulnerable communities across Nigeria. One of the notable honorees was Dr. Nonye Soludo, wife of the Anambra State Governor, who received the First Lady of the Year in Healthcare and Child Support Award for her Healthy Living with Nonye Soludo initiative.
And we are sharing people will continue doing the good work we are doing, putting smiles in people's faces, and put yourself out there. It's not always financial thing, but for people to help.
Other awardees included state first ladies, civil society leaders, and innovators recognized for their contributions in girl-child advocacy, grassroots development, and humanitarian innovation.
We encourage them. We put them on the spotlight and make sure that they feel that what they are doing is right, so they could actually keep doing more. You know, they say when you are being awarded, it pushes you to do more.
Organizers emphasized that the awards go beyond recognition, serving as a call to action to inspire stronger collaborations and sustained efforts in transforming lives across the country. This is the news at 11 on NTA News 24. Here is a recap of our top stories. Alfred Mbega Bega sworn in as a new Speaker, Benue State House of Assembly. Six-day trade mission, Chinese investors arrive Nigeria to unlock opportunities. Plus, disability advocates mobilize 70 billion naira to build farm cities across 6 geopolitical zones for empowerment.
As a commission, we will grant full participation to this and similar efforts.
This is NTA News 24.
Now, Chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC, Professor Netawe Yilwata, has commended the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu in transforming the lives of Nigerians through impactful initiatives and projects. The national chairman made the commendation during a walk-in visit and first phase flag-off of the Renewed Hope Empowerment Program in Bayelsa State, where hundreds of women and youths were empowered. Binimi Zitimiola reports.
The Renewed Hope Empowerment Program, flagged off in Bayelsa State by the APC National Chairman, is in furtherance of President Bola Tinubu's drive to improve the lives and livelihoods of citizens. Hundreds of women and youth went home with mini bourses, deep freezers, generating sets, chillers, cash gifts, and more.
I never lobbied for it, but God did it. It's divine.
I want to also appreciate the Renewed Hope agenda for finding us worthy for this great honor.
That we need to provide a safety net for our people. That is why we've decided to get a few buses to empower our people,
so that they can use it to add value to their businesses. So we believe that this will go a long way in empowering our people.
This is not just limited to what we have seen here today. They are taking this to every local government in Bayelsa. Nigeria today, look at NELFund scheme. NELFund scheme is meant for students.
The APC National Chairman and key stakeholders commended the community development initiatives and other support groups for the gesture. The President's love for the state and achievements in infrastructure, education, transportation, and the diversification of the economy for sustainable growth were highlighted.
And that's the principle of the Renew Hope agenda. Taking governance, every home, every life, every person, to the weak, to the strong, to the vulnerable.
Mr. President's Renewed Hope agenda is working, and the people of Bayelsa State are appreciative of what Mr. President has done.
In NDC, we define the Renewed Hope as the social contract that is transmitting ideas and vision into reality. And this is to show what we are doing here today is transmitting ideas and vision into reality.
We are going to return President Bola Tinubu in 2027.
The APC chairman, alongside other members of the APC Working Committee, had earlier met with the Bayelsa State Executive and key stakeholders, where they were warmly received by party faithful. Ebinemi Zitemiola, NTA News.
And this is where we end the news. Thank you so much for being a part of it. My name is Justin Bem. You do have a good night rest.